So we are looking at a just gorgeous sunrise here in Fargo on our Storm Team Skycam network, looking off to the northeast. You can see there's some clear sky, but there's also some clouds and even some storms up to the northeast too that have been producing some lightning from time to time on the right side of our screen. But things are looking pretty good for Fargo after last night's rumble with storms. It's a much different story out west toward Bismarck. This is our sister station on our Storm Team Skycam network, the view there, and barely can see anything except for the flashing lightning, the rain on the camera itself, and at times you can see that rain getting driven by intense winds as this storm is rocking Bismarck. And this storm likely going to affect parts of the valley here today too. So that's where we are going to be looking for our next chance for some severe weather coming up. Let's check out the radar now. You can see there are some places getting some rain and thunder here in Fargo. We're getting some rain and thunderstorms going on at the moment. And as we look off to the west, Bismarck seeing some rain and thunderstorms as well. And you could see that line, that Boeing line affecting the Bismarck area. We are looking at some storms down in the south and over toward the east. The Clearwater County area, you could see a line or a cluster of storms that has been weakening this morning, but still producing some lightning in southern Clearwater County. And we're also seeing some areas of lightning associated with a couple of these storms too. Southern Clearwater County, a couple of lightning bolts, and into southern Red Lake, lower Red Lake rather, we're looking at a lightning bolt there with an intense, or a storm that's intensifying there. So just keep that in mind. There are a couple of rumbles of thunder in our eastern viewing area. We may even be getting a little bit of hail as this moves to the northeast with at about 22 miles per hour. Hail looks rather small. It continues to decrease in size on our radar estimate, which is good. Now looking down to the southwest, some scattered storms along a line that continues to lift to the northeast as well in the James River Valley. You could see those storms in northern Brown County back to the west of us as well. And we're going to zoom back over toward the Bismarck area and south of there. This Boeing structure here where you see the blue, that's where we are likely getting some large hail, but also where we're probably getting some straight line winds. And this is moving to the east at about 55 miles per hour. So I've gone ahead and tracked that out. And each one of these colors here on this track is 15 minutes out. So we're looking on the edge here about an hour away. It approaching, here's Jamestown. It's going to be approaching our western part of Stutsman County and eventually into the Lemoore and Dickey County area. So for planning purposes, if you're out in that direction, this is heading your way in about an hour or a little more than an hour if it continues at that same rate of speed. Now that line of storms ahead of that also moving in. So you're going to see that first in some of those areas. A severe thunderstorm watch until 9 a.m. for southeastern North Dakota, northeastern South Dakota, and some of our counties in Minnesota. We've got some really warm air in the southern valley. We're seeing some low 70s there. A lot of moisture to work with. Dew points are in the mid to upper 60s. And here's a look at your hour by hour planner. Some scattered areas of rain and thunder in southeastern North Dakota out ahead of this. But according to our forecast model, we're looking at this blasting in a couple of hours. And we know that's not the case. It's a little bit delayed here. So just keep in mind that the timing is a little bit off on this, but you could see that storm just kind of blasting through the morning hours in southern parts of North Dakota, and then eventually over into Minnesota through the second half of the morning hours before that eventually departs. We get mainly a break, but there may be a couple of spotty showers into the afternoon hours in the south. Temperatures ranging from some 70s north to 80s south, and a chance for more storms developing. Severe storms possible and heavy rain down in our southern viewing area. The Wahpeton area points south from there through the overnight hours tonight. We're zipping through this into tomorrow morning. This is 5 a.m. on 4th of July. Ongoing rain and maybe some severe weather at that point in southeastern North Dakota. That moves off to the east, kind of fizzles out by 9 a.m. Still seeing some areas of rain and cloud cover, but right now it does look a little bit better for the 4th in the afternoon and evening hours. Can't rule out some storms in our eastern viewing area around the evening time, so that might affect your fireworks plans, but I think most of us do look to be okay once this rain and thunderstorms finally move out. And we've got some very heavy rain potential down in the southern valley over the next 48 hours to keep in mind. So hot, muggy, and stormy the next couple of days, and then we get a break, but it's still going to be on the hot side Saturday, reaching that 90-degree mark.
All right. Thank you very much, Lisa. They may not